I love the dumbbell lateral raise for training the middle delts. Most people probably do. A lot of people, however, do them standing, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I think there are a few things that doing them standing in terms of problems created encourages that maybe can be solved with a quick tip and a quick adjustment. So the first thing is that people tend to really want to use a lot of like body language of their sort of either hinging through their hips or just moving through their spine to actually get the load up. So what that leads to a lot of times is just less work done by the middle delt. So a really easy way to sort of cure that momentum-based intent or momentum-based problem is to just lean up against the bench. Now, you could do it like this and raise your arms normally in this plane. This will also, by the way, make it a little bit easier in terms of a natural arm path to actually use a natural arm path, because when your arms are stuck to your sides, they are basically coming down to a point where you're sort of running into yourself. But if you can actually move your arms a little bit just away from your body comfortably, it can be a lot more comfortable for those of you who maybe have wonky shoulders. So first thing is that, again, you can stand normally against it here. And the only cue you really have to use when you're here is just to make sure your chest doesn't leave the pad. It's pretty much that simple, right? And then once you go through the raises, you may find that as you work up in weight, it gets a little bit harder to stabilize. So if you are, you know, under 250 pounds and you can manage to basically sit on the bench like this with your knees, this is also totally fine. If you're like a 280 pound bodybuilder, it might be pretty difficult for you to fit here. And so maybe you could just make sure that the bench doesn't slide when you sort of stand on it naturally this way, because it will slide a little bit, but all you could, you know, maybe do is just put a weight like in front of the bench. But again, chest stays here, come as high as feels good, and just do the lateral raises that way. It's a pretty simple fix. Pretty simple tip, but it's helped a lot of people in terms of just general execution and control over the motion, just because you have to manage your body less. So if you're fine doing the standing dumbbell lateral raise, great, keep doing it, good for you, happy for you. But if not, chest support is a great variation to use and to implement in, you know, the training of your clients. If you are a personal trainer, makes it a lot easier for people to manage the motion. So hopefully that was helpful, and let me know in the comments if any of you have any questions about this.